Today I'm going to show you how to paint this simple mountain scene using just one fan brush and a few acrylic colors. Here's the reference photo we'll be using for today's painting. Using a number 2 fan brush, we'll go straight into pure Phthalo Blue and we'll apply it at the top of our canvas, working our way down to about the midway point. Then pick up titanium white without rinsing the brush and begin to blend it upwards into that phthalo blue using horizontal brush strokes. And to finish our sky, we'll go ahead and rinse our brush and pick up pure white again and start all the way at the bottom and blend our way upwards using our horizontal strokes until we get a nice smooth gradient. Next, we'll move straight into painting our mountains without waiting for the sky to dry. Mix a bit of black into your phthalo blue, and starting at the top where we want our mountain, we're going to use long, sweeping brush strokes to find our outlines. And since we didn't let the sky dry, we'll end up picking up some of that undercolor, and it'll help create some easy natural textures. Let's mix up a mid-tone using phthalo blue and white with just a little bit of our black. And we'll use this mid-tone on the right side of our mountain where our sunlight is hitting. And we'll go ahead and use that same sweeping technique, making sure to let it blend and leave some of that darker color underneath. Let's go ahead and rinse our brush. And we're going to grab our pure white and load our brush all the way up. And we're going to find these awesome highlights in our mountain. Using that same technique, but a little bit more sparingly, we'll apply it to our brightest part of the mountain. And to finish the mountain, we'll just grab some of that dark color again, and we'll create some contrast by making some easy shadows on that dark side of our mountain. Let's move on to our foreground now. We'll mix up our own green using Cadmium Yellow and Phthalo Blue in roughly a 2-to-1 mixture. And again, not waiting for anything to dry, we'll go straight to our trees that are in the very distance. And we'll flip our brush vertically and begin to dab in some of these trees. And it's actually a good thing that it's going to mix with some of that white from the mountain. It'll naturally make those trees in the distance a little bit lighter than the ones in our foreground. And so as we move to these trees on the outside, we'll just make sure we pick up some more paint so they stand out just a bit more. And once we have our trees in, we can mix in some more yellow to our green. And we'll use that to lay in our land and fill in all of our white space. Let's go ahead and get some highlights on these trees. We'll add some more yellow to our mixture, and we'll start to use the very corner of our fan brush, and we'll find some highlights on the branches of these trees. And we're just making sure that we're staying on the right side of these trees, because the sun is strongly coming from that right side in our scene. Now let's get some more yellow into this mixture. We want to create some of these highlights in our land. And don't be afraid to use almost pure yellow here. It gives us that nice vibrant sunlit look that we want. And when we're doing this, we're going to be thinking about the lay of the land. So as you can see, there's this slight curvature, almost like a little valley. And so when we put these highlights, we'll just keep our brush strokes in that direction. Okay, now let's go ahead and rinse our brush, and we'll pick up that dark green we have. And we'll start at the top and carefully build our tree using that flat part of our fan brush. And once at the bottom, we'll just grab some raw umber and put a simple tree stump and a few little spots in the middle of the tree where you might see the trunk. Then we can rinse our brush and go ahead and put some highlights on this right side of the tree. And we can easily put in this little shadow that we see in the reference photo with some of that dark color. Then we can take that dark color and make some contrast by doing some upward brush strokes in between some of our highlights. And to finish off this piece, we'll go ahead and throw some more highlights in our foreground and in our trees. And there we have it, a beautiful, simple mountain landscape. I really hope you enjoyed painting along with me today. If you did, I think you'll also enjoy this other tutorial that I posted. Thank you all so much for being here, and I hope to see you again next week. Until then, peaceful painting.